I watched Unveiled Channel. I put a video out, I might have done it on the Unscrambled Channel, and he's basically wanting to say this petrification thing that happens, is it something that's happening quite regularly, quite, you know, fast, or is it something that just happens every now and again? But I was quite amazed when I looked at this video. Trees that have petrified turned into crystal. One time this was a forest. The forest is covered in trees. I mean, these ones, I think they're pillars, but this is of the forest. See, most people have looked at Arizona, but look at the size of the logs they've cut up. These are already cut and they found them crystallized to gems. They're crystallized. And a video I put out yesterday by Hangman, it's Hangman, they've turned into stone. And they're not all with crystal in them, not all of them, and sometimes, like you say, it's what's running, you know, what water's in there, and that's what they're saying. But originally there would have been water, and then the water's dried up, and then these things are there. So there was water there, they were submerged in water, and now the water's gone, and now it's a desert. So that's really crazy, isn't it? But the trees turn into crystal. When we get to Pompeii, the petrification with Pompeii, the people, is totally different to what's happened to the trees. But to this channel here, which, oh, it's on the next bit, it's on here, back here, but they can turn us to stone. And what it was is, because we're all looking for information, and you know, at the weekend Mickey showed me this video, and I've seen a few more videos on this channel. I'm subbed and so forth. The same thing has happened, and these ones are in water, turned to stone. So they reckon that is a person. I mean, that would have been quite a big person. That is not someone our size. That's someone who's bigger. That the rope, stone. There you go. There's a barrel with a rope round it, turned to stone. This has been in water. So I don't really understand things. The thing with Pompeii, obviously these are from Pompeii's destruction, but none of us really believe this, what's happened. Then you get this place here with the same thing going on, but this is in water. Anyway, so what's everybody's thoughts? And thank you very much to this channel here. I know that I've taken this little bit of footage, but please go over to his channel and sub to him. His channel is, let's go back, this channel here. Please go and sub to this channel. We all want to know the truth. I just find it very strange that trees turn into crystals, but we turn into stone. Yeah, and a volcano, and one is in water. Tell me what you think.
Amounts of the minerals in the water. In time, mind-boggling stretches of time, the trees turn to stone. Sometimes, embedded in the petrified wood, caches of semi-precious stone await discovery. Amethysts, jasper, and quartz of different colors. The treasure trove here is unsurpassed in variety and abundance.
I'm just adding this bit in. You know, when we go back to this petrified forest in the desert, everything is cut up. Whatever's left is cut up. And the one thing that I struggled a bit with is that some of these bits of now petrified wood are not that big. They're fairly big. I mean, it's a chunk of wood, but you can't make a boat out of that. You can't make a table out of that. You probably can't even make a chair out of it. So, has it been all destroyed on purpose? But it's petrified, whatever's happened. Anyway, go to the next bit now. In one sense, they're showing us these skeletons from Pompeii. And in the next breath, they're showing us this. This, you know, this, what is it, a pyroplastic flow came over all the people. They don't have hair. They don't have eyes, but they have lips. So if the flow got this person, how come he's got lips? It would have burned his lips off. You'd have just had a skeleton. I don't know what has happened here. You can still see her fingers. They look quite like fingers. You can see her feet quite like feet. Like the whole body's been covered. So how come with this thing which has taken their arm? I don't know. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? Shouldn't they just be skeletons? Not looking like you. They should just be skeletons. These look like bodies which are covered in something. Anyway, for all that we know, what could have happened here is they're plaster casts. How the hell do we know? These lots do like the other lot. The other lot was showing to us as much more refined, and this lot don't look so refined and just look like what do you call them? They're statues, but they're just to remember these people, and we're looking at statues rather than people covered in anything. I mean, in a way, what is that showing you? Where the eyes must be there, down there. It's showing you where's the hair. I don't know. It's just, surely if the hair's gone and you can see skull, then bones. You wouldn't have covered the body. There's no hands. Look, there's no hands covered. So to me, that kind of looks like a statue of it to remember these people, and that's what. But who the hell knows? What were they covered in then? They lost their hair. Their eyes aren't there, but you can see the rest of their body. Do you get what I mean? Anyway, let's move on. I've just shown you the other pictures, and then when you look at this one, which I've zoomed in, you can tell this person, or whatever it is, see their hand, their arm, they've got clothes on. Maybe they are Romans. You know, skirts, Scott kilts. Whatever it is, it ends above the knee and looks like it could be kind of Roman-y like. So how come he's kept that, but the eyes have gone? Oh, I don't find this all bizarre. But here, what is this? And this one's got teeth. I mean, I wondered if these people were a bit smaller or something, because that could be a 6-foot man lying there, and you can see that whatever's covered him has kind of looks like he's got some cloth thing, you know, trouser pant things wrapped round. Short, they're quite short. But anyway, what are we looking at? A 6-foot man or a smaller person or what? You know, it's quite a heavy thing to move around or whatever, isn't it? Like, anyway, let's move on. In a sense, they got covered in something like dust. No water applied into stone. Just like these ones. What are we looking at? It's like giants. Have these also been statues which have been put here to commemorate something? Or are these real people? Something has happened to them. It's petrified. When did this happen? Did it all happen at once? Has it happened all separately? Is it always going on? Those are the questions. When did it happen? And what happened to the trees? How come they petrified into crystals? What's going on? I don't know if I like the place we live in very much. In one sense, you know, nature is beautiful, but obviously it's not. Is this to commemorate something and somebody's made that and put it in there? Or is all this from hundreds of years ago with barrels and ropes and churn that has now turned into stone because it's been in the water? It's not in the water now, or most of it isn't. But look what it is, look what's left there. So volcanoes do it, water does it, and the trees turn to crystal. It all seems a bit strange to me. I mean, in a way, we can't tell whether this is like giant-ish. You know, they're slightly bigger because they're giants. I mean, the bits like that does look like a tree, like barrels. And look, it's all in stone. Has someone made this as a sort of feature for the beaches? So it's to commemorate. They might have done that 40, 50, 60 years. Who knows? Or, oh, I just don't know. Anyway, I'm just adding this bit of video. What do you think? Bizarre for me. So Mickey, because obviously Mickey's also into mud flood or whatever it is, this whole thing. Anyway, he sent me a video from this channel here, Jalan Saru, and we're going to be looking at this video here. We're back now with another piece. Mickey here.
Hi guys.
Hello Mickey, you put the microphone back up there, you need to hold it because we have to hear you. Because otherwise we don't hear you. We want to hear you. Anyway, yes! Anyway, what it was is that Mickey had been watching this video, Jalan Saru, him and his friend Terry H from True Earth Telegram, so let's put the video on, where these people have just been to the same place where we just showed you the last part of the video. We've got the trees, Pompeii, and then what it is when they're standing there, I think it looks like a boat.
Yeah.
But they're using that to get across to each other, the people now, because it's all turned to stone. And you know, maybe 20 years you're walking on it, you might not realise it. Go, oh my God, I'm walking on a boat. But it kind of looks like a boat there, doesn't it? Sideways. So you know, when was that bit done? And why take that bit away? I suppose I don't know why they didn't take that bit away because you can't get boats in that bit. Anyway, that now. Bit there looks like a barrel. This looks like a deck, and I think this one here is a person. Yeah. They're not going, hey, there's a dead person on the ship. There it is. That's another one. Yeah, maybe a bit like these soldiers. Maybe a bit more like this. Maybe a bit more leathery like, I don't know, Mickey said no, but I just think, well, maybe they were soldiers on there, more like that one. Yeah. Or I don't think he looked like a pirate, but who knows? We don't even know if pirates, just what they've told us. Maybe he looked just like that guy a bit, knows.
He wouldn't have like a massive armour on a ship, people think, with the last one.
Yeah, so, soldiers sunk the ship.
He's definitely wearing the help, you know.
But there's the skirt thing, so it may not have been Roman. It may have been something like that. It's still the same sort of thing. It's all skirts.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I went to this site because obviously you think, well, okay, that's great. So there's this great Spain thing. So obviously Spain were the first conquerors. They seem to conquer everything with Mexico and stuff. But anyway, this happened. Here it is here in the 16th century. So say 500-600 years ago. Spanish. Yeah, that's what they're saying, but I'm just saying 1600s Spanish, and that's why there's this Spanishy maybe effect to things. So I don't know, they kind of look Roman. I was thinking in my mind the skirt thing more Roman, but they are more Roman. Anyway, there's the person. I think this is the same one as we were looking at before, you know, on the other pictures. That's the one, and there are a few more dotted, but it does look like, I mean, what could do this? Petrify a ship into what's happened? I mean, it was in the water, but I think
like Pompeii.
I don't know whether seawater would do it. I think it has to be fresh water.
If the water they'd all be washed away.
Yeah, and like, why didn't the rope get washed away?
Why didn't the rope burn?
Why is the person on the deck still, like, looking like a person when he'd been eaten by the fish?
Why are they all battle?
Do you know what? The first set of stars to come up at night, like Methuselah, turn you to stone. It better not be her in the stars. People have wondered whether the stars are doing it, so it's much more connected to the stars. Anyway, just look at that. That rope is now petrified. But it would be awful, but someone could have made that as an ornament and a monument and a
You can
replay of something that's happened, and then it's got derelict, and then no one's looked after it.
It's the same as everything else around it, though.
That could have been not an amusement thing, but that could have been a restaurant on that boat. But probably just looks like a boat. It kind of looks burnt as well.
Smashed up there.
But yeah, it's smashed. See what's below that bit there?
I'd like to know.
What bit here is?
Yeah.
What do you think they've concrete?
Doing something. I'd like to be going.
There you go. Look, does it look like a boat to you? Oh, yeah, because there is wood. There is wood there.
Look, we left that long.
I don't know, because there's those things on it. Yeah. There's all these on it. I don't know. It depends how quickly it petrified. Because there's that stream or river, isn't there, where waterfall, where someone puts a teddy bear in it, and within a few weeks it's turned to stone.
Mineralisation.
I mean, maybe in the Second World War, when the people weren't down at the because wars and everything. I don't know. Nothing is what it seems to be. No. But you can see the wooden pillar over here, and there's the rope, and wow. There's more of it over there. I don't know what that is exactly. Or maybe that's part of a build. Oh, I don't know. That's
If they were boxes, they could float away.
Was that the back there? Is that the boat split in half and the rest of it's behind? That's the rest of the boat there.
I think to be this part is the front.
It does kind of look like a boat, doesn't it? But it's bright and it petrified.
This whole war holes. Now we're getting all.
Oh, right, okay.
Might be. I'm only saying because it's a bit square there. A quick spaced out. See that? Like a galleon, a flat bed galleon. Long boat. Maybe long and wide, flat.
So when did they build this? No, there it is there. I don't think he really backed it, but there's more of it there. And we're not sure what these are. What didn't float away. So you don't really want to jump in that water then, in case you get drop a dog in, or petrified.
Put it out, be stoned.
Yeah.
But yeah, they've got the road up here, the tourist attraction, so they cut it all up. They went to the sea once, like you say, it was covered by.
It does look like a boat like that.
The sea must have come later on because the sea would have washed all these things away.
It hasn't, has it?
No.
So what it is in the very last part of the video, because I think we're coming near end now. Basically, this is by the sea. But what it is it looks like when you view it that they things out there. The sea is a few, like, I don't know how many feet away, but it's feet away. Anyway, we're just waiting for it to click over. Here we go. We're going back. We've gone back to that bit for a moment. But we're going to. It looks like letters in there. Why does these letters in everything? Anyway, that's the rest of the boat, isn't it? That's the back.
That's where the rest of it is, yeah. All the barrels.
It's like the ship crunched in half. I don't know. Oh, there it is. There. No, that's the front bit.
Yeah, it's like more deeper in water.
Yeah, it's hard to
go in it and underneath it, like the whole fucking thing out.
And it's also got this kind of burnt effect again. You know, like it's been scorched. Turned torched at the same time. But I suppose, say it was intensely heat happened, and those things, that's what those things are from the sea. Whatever they are, these things on here, these. Yeah, and then we just show, and that looks like wood as well, doesn't it? But then that beam didn't, you know, this log here, the tree did not float away or anything. Oh yeah, he showed metal in it. So Mickey was wondering whether they were ship, weren't you, Mickey?
Comment, yeah.
So we're going to finish in a moment. I'll stop when the bit I want to show Thank you very much to this channel. Go over and subscribe as well, because they've got things interested, but you won't be able to understand them. There you go, that's where the sea is now from where they are. Closer, and this was freshwater here, or it's storm drain or something. They obviously don't, there's a body there, and they're not treated it or anything. No, anyway, thanks very much, Vicky.
Thank you, Karen.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you,
That's
Terry.
the end of Terry, yes. Thank you, Terry. And we're now at the end of the video, watching and what's your thoughts. Yes, we're back adding a little bit more. And I'm a bit upset that on the replay of the video it just sounds like Mickey's mumbling when we're actually having a conversation together. But we can't hear him, so say hello again.
Hello again, everybody.
Can you hear him now?
Hello.
And the microphone isn't very far away, but even just a few inches, we don't get you. You need to speak up.
That's strange, isn't it?
Yeah, there you go, he's there. But anyway, what it was is we've done this little bit of footage because we were looking at the ships because Mickey had an idea of what he thought it might be.
Correct, Karen.
What it is these are the kind of ships that they would have had.
Yeah. What was
But Mickey was wondering, you know, it's a bit like that one, but it's not. So you wonder whether it had oars.
Yeah, or it seemed to be a low bottom boat.
But these are Roman ships, and again you think, but again they're not dissimilar to the other ones. They look a bit Middle Eastern, don't they? Anyway, there you go. There is a ship there with a sail on it, and it's wider. So maybe it was even wider than that. The real one, or whatever it is.
Wide bottom whole boat, basically.
Yeah, a bit straighter it is. So
Like
maybe
cargo.
it's more like that. Because it does have a wooden pole.
In the right place.
And it's like that, isn't it?
Yeah.
I only looked up Roman ships and it said the 1st to the 3rd century. So it could be, well, minus 10,000 years. Because they died about that. Anyway, we decided to go and have a look at it on Google Maps. First we had to find it, and I thought, the moment we zoomed in, I thought, oh, that looks a bit Starfort-like. And I wondered what that was. It looks like on a hill or something, but I don't know what that is. But there's people living there. Anyway, I zoom in, but that's not so interesting. Does it look like they're on it? Well, you can't tell what they're on, because maybe that is a hill. But you can see the trees on the top. I don't know, it's all weird. What is that? Water, isn't it? Oh, that's a kind of cliff they're living on. But anyway, it was a bit, you know, the way that the land was there, it was a bit Starfort-like, if you see what I mean. But anyway, now we're going to the right where this ship is, or whatever it is. But there, it looks more like a fish, doesn't it? Harried up.
Like a little dolphin.
But that doesn't mean that they're making it look great, because they often do that. They don't want you to realise that it's a boat in there. But, you know, so it wasn't the biggest boat, because they got a little bit of perspective. Okay, it would have been quite big, but, yeah. I don't know, it looks like, to me, like, is that, it just looks like, you even said a dolphin, but it looks like a fish. How weird is that?
On the ground, it's a wrecked boat. Watching from the shore.
It's like, quick, beach the beast. Oh, you wouldn't want that coming towards you, but anyway.
Moby Dick.
Yeah, definitely. But anyway, that's the last bit now. We're not cutting in anymore.
Sweet.
But hopefully we've thrown out lots of information here.
Yeah. And some ideas. Yeah.
And hopefully you've heard Mickey now.
Thank you. Yeah, I hope so.
Anyway, thank you everybody.
Take care, everybody. God bless.